Hey guys, it's me, Kayla. This is Case Network, and welcome to my channel. Okay, so if you've been here for a while, you might know that this technically isn't my first YouTube video. I did recently start my YouTube channel over, and I just deleted all of my videos. And the reason I did that was because one, I wasn't really consistent in posting, but two, I hadn't posted in 3 months, and I was gonna do a vlog of the last week of school, but I was like, I don't know if I should do that, so I just started all over. Also, just for a fresh start, because senior year is coming up, and senior year finna be lit, so I feel like the videos finna be lit. And it just made sense to me to start over before, we get lit. But anyways, before we get too deep into this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join CB Nation if you have not already. Click the notification bell so you never miss a banger. And yeah, that's on that. So, I also want to add in that while I will be making actual YouTube videos, I also every day, or I try to every day, I make Get Dressed With Me videos. I'll put my TikTok on the screen when I edit this video, but you can check those out if that's what your heart desires. That TikTok is Kana Shell, but again, I'll put it on the screen. I'll also put in the description down below if I remember. So yeah. So, now we get to the cause of this video. Basically, I'm doing this video because today was the last day of junior year. I'm no longer a junior no more. In my case, I think that I'm senior now, but by technicality, I'm not a senior until at least 9 or 9:30 tonight, because graduation is today, but graduation's at 7:30. And they're like, you're really not a senior until we turn our castle and toss our cats. I don't care. I'm a senior right now, sweetie. But whatever. Anyways, yes, class of 27 on top. Now that I say that out loud, that's kind of crazy for me to say. But anyways, so yes, I'm going to be giving tips of how to get through junior year. The do's and the don'ts. Usually I would make a list, but I didn't do that. So yeah, also before I actually get started, can we just talk about how I love that my nails match my braces. I did it on purpose, but yeah, today I got my nails done. I got my eyebrows done too, and don't mind that pimple. And I also got my toes done, but I'm not showing y'all my feet. That's disgusting. But while I say these tips, I'm also gonna take my hair out, because my hair, this was my hair for prom, and prom was April 24th. Point is, it's been a long time. Let me go get the scissors. Okay, so I'm just gonna start off by saying, if you ever hear anyone say that junior year is like HE double hockey sticks, believe him. Because let me tell you something. I never understood why so many people said that until I became a junior. Let's see. We're gonna cut right here. I never understood what people meant by it's chaotic. It is. It's absolutely chaotic. I do not recommend senior year. I do not recommend junior year. It's generally it's not like that bad. It's just it's like very work heavy. It's a lot of schoolwork, but that also depends on what classes you take. It's so scary. It also depends on what classes you take, because I took like all honors classes. I had 2 dual enrollment classes with J. Sergeant Reynolds. I hope this isn't too short. That actually might be too short. But anyway. Yeah, I had 2 dual enrollment classes with J. Sergeant Reynolds. I had 1 AP class, which was AP Psychology. Then I had, what's it called? Theater. Yeah, so it really depends on your classes. But either way, I feel like it still is, like, work heavy. Y'all, this is actually bothering me. Like, y'all see how much shorter that is from the rest of them? Might have accidentally cut my hair. So yeah, it's very work heavy, and being that it's work heavy, I personally wouldn't recommend procrastinating, because all that's gonna happen is the work is just gonna pile up, like, very quickly, and then you'll feel like you're drowning underwater more than you have to. So yeah, that's like my first tip. Don't procrastinate, or try not to. Like, I mean, with me, I definitely, like, lost motivation very often of, like, doing the schoolwork, but I also knew that, like, I had to get the schoolwork done. But I also very badly will wait until the very, very last minute to get stuff done, which honestly just stressed me out even more. So I would say, as badly as you want to do it, don't wait till the last minute to do your schoolwork. Just get it out of the way, like, when the time presents itself. So that's the first one. Yeah, don't procrastinate. Point blank period. Let's see. I'm gonna start from the back first. Let's see. What's the next point of advice? Oh my god. I also will say, like I mentioned before, like, it is work heavy. While it's work heavy, just make sure that, like, you still have fun. Like, make sure you still do something around your school. Like, don't be the person to just go to school and then go home. Like, go to football games, go to like homecoming. When you're a junior, you get to go to prom, depending on the school you go to. Apparently not all high schools, like, do that, but at my school, juniors are allowed to go to prom, simply because we plan prom. So yeah, I would say just do school events. Like yes, you're at school to, like, you know, get your education, and, like, let that be a priority, but, like, also, like, just have fun. Yeah, because high school really does go by fast. And, like when I was younger, people will always say that, and I was like, well, yeah, like life goes by fast, but, like, it really does. Like, I'm sitting here, like, and I just keep thinking about the fact that I'm a rising senior. Like, it doesn't seem like, it generally seems like just yesterday I was a freshman, and now I'm a whole senior. Like, it's unreal. So definitely appreciate the time while you're in high school. I also will say another tip is I feel like I need a rat tail comb to make this process faster. Another tip is start looking into colleges. And honestly, if you're able to, maybe even start applying for scholarships. Especially towards the end of junior year, start looking at scholarships and possibly applying for them, because then that's also like, quote unquote, the less you have to do when you get to senior year. Yeah, I need a rat tail comb. But yeah, like, start thinking about colleges, like what you want to do after high school, stuff like that. Academically, do not slack off, because junior year mostly is the year that colleges look at, so it's the most like important. Okay, yeah. Junior year is the year that colleges most likely will look at, and they pay the most attention to. Look at all that dirt. Ew. Yeah, so make sure that you don't slack off academically. Now, if you're not going to college, still don't slack off. Like, still do your work. Still don't procrastinate. Don't wait till the last minute to do work. Yeah, like, this is common sense, guys. Let's see, what's another? I will say, junior year can, honestly, just focus on yourself. What I mean by that is, make sure that you take care of yourself and your well-being, because I like to say, at the end of the day, you only have yourself. Like, you don't have anybody else but yourself at the end of the day. So you have to make sure you take care of you. You have to make sure that you're good, and stuff like that. You can, like, have friendships or whatever, but like, just like how life is, not all friends are gonna stick around the whole time. I definitely can say that there are people that I was cool with freshman year that I'm no longer cool with. I walk past them in the hallways like I've never known them a day in my life. And it is gonna rock you and throw you off, but like, at the end of the day, it's life. And you also have to remember that you're only in high school. Like, there are going to be more times in life that, you'll have chances to make new friends. So yeah, like, just don't let, like, the ending of friendships or even relationships deteriorate you all the way, because, again, you have plenty of time. You have plenty of time. And that also goes along with, like, put yourself first. Like, you can have, little relationships or whatever. Like, me, I have a boyfriend. But, like, just make sure that you prioritize your academics, because at the end of the day, your academics is what's going to get you places in life, not a boyfriend or a girlfriend or friends with benefits or none of that. Like, no, they're not gonna pay the bills, okay? And a good 9 to 5 or entrepreneurship or anything that's going to bring that bag, that's going to pay the bills, okay? Just keep that in mind. Let's see, what else? Trying to think. I already said don't procrastinate. Like, I keep saying don't procrastinate because, like, you're gonna feel like procrastinating. Like, it's gonna be so much work. You're gonna feel like doing it. Like, just don't do it, please. For the love of God, don't. Oh, this is a big one. I know we live in the world of AI. And I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to be a hypocrite when I say this. Please don't use AI for everything. Okay? Okay, I'm just going to say that. I'm not going to sit here and act like I didn't use ChatGPT. I did. And I use it for most of my assignments. And there's times where I used it for good purposes and other times where I use it to do the whole entire assignment. But I will say, please be careful of doing that. Because in the moment, it will be like a nice, like, get you by type thing. Like, oh, let me just go ahead and put this in ChatGPT so I can just get it done and get the grade. That's cool, whatever, in the moment until you start having them tests and you don't know what to do. You don't know what you're doing. You haven't learned anything. That is definitely one of the things that I learned. I used ChatGPT very heavily, and then it got to the moments where I was having to take tests and stuff, and I was like, I don't understand this. Now, did I ask the teacher for help? No. Why didn't I ask the teacher for help? Because the teacher that I had, she didn't give the help that I needed. Like, there are some teachers where you'll ask them for help and they'll do the whole thing for you, which is like, okay, like, cool, thanks, like, for doing the whole entire problem for me. But at the same time, like, I didn't ask you to do that. Like, walk me by it so I can do it myself. Like, as helpful as people might think it is, when the teacher, like, just does the problem for you, it honestly isn't that helpful. Cause, well, it depends. If they what's it called? If they explain, like, their process out, then it can be helpful. But I'm talking about the teachers that they just write and they don't say nothing, and then they don't say nothing until, like, they, like, just did the whole thing for you. It's like, thanks for doing it for me, but, like, I'm still confused and I don't know what to do. So yeah, I say all that to say, be mindful of the ways that you use AI. If you do use it, I mean, it can be, a really good study tool. Just don't let it be a thing where it, like, does all your assignments for you, because then at the end you're cooked. The same thing happened with me for English. The English 1000, it was literally just a whole bunch of annotating. Like, it was just annotation after annotation after annotation, and I don't like annotation. So I would copy and paste the directions to ChatGPT, and I would tell it to give me annotations, and then I would put those annotations on the assignment, whatever, and then turn it in. And then, actually, surprisingly, I passed my reading SOL. I'm very surprised that I passed. So, like, that necessarily didn't harm me, but what did harm me was getting used to that. And I say that because for my final exam, I copy and pasted the directions, not knowing or realizing that my teacher in, like, white text had, like, other hidden directions. And he did that to basically to see or to catch anyone using AI, and I fell right into that trap. So I had to rewrite my whole entire final exam by hand. It wasn't that hard, but it still was annoying. And it just taught me a life lesson of don't get used to it. You know what I mean? Like, it might get you by, here and there, but don't let it be a everyday thing. Because then, in the end, you don't know anything. All you know is that you passed, but did you really pass, or did ChatGPT really pass? You know what I mean? So yeah, just be careful with your AI usage. I'm not saying you can't use it at all. I'm just saying be mindful with how you use it. What else? I mean, this also kind of goes along with the point of like colleges like look at your junior year the most often. Be on your best behavior. Like, don't be getting into fights all the time or just get into trouble all the time, because that goes on your record. And again, if you're someone that's trying to go to college and stuff, colleges aren't gonna want students that get into a whole bunch of trouble. Because also if you're trying to go to college, you have to have a good GPA. Yeah. So like that's also very important to be on your best behavior, to stay out of trouble, to hang around the right people. If you ever feel like you don't want to do something or feel unsafe, remove yourself from the situation. If you don't know how to, go to a trusted adult. A lot of people are against this, but go to your school counselor. Like, when I was younger, I was a person where like I didn't really like the school counselor. I was like, I don't like them people. But the older I got and the more mature I got, the more I realized that school counselors are actually there to help you. Like, I knew they were there to help you because like everyone would always say it, but I was like, how are they here to help me except to smile in my face at 8 o'clock in the morning and tell me that like my life is great. Like, I already know that. But they seriously are. Like, they're not just there for your mental health. They're also there for your academic growth, and your academic health, quote unquote. They're there to answer any questions you have about colleges, scholarships, classes, and anything like that. They are like, they are a good source of information. So like, make sure you just like use them for good use. I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom. Okay, anyways, I'm back. I kind of went on some side missions, but I did I did write down some like points, whatever. Like some more tips. So honestly, I don't remember where I stopped off, but I will say learn how to like ask for help early, like if you go to college, like I've heard this, I don't know for sure, but I've heard that like the professor isn't like going to like stop and be like, does anyone have any questions or like stuff like that. So like if there's something you're confused about, you're gonna have to like go to like the professor's like quote unquote like office hours, or like something like, or like email them for questions. So I feel like it's good to like practice that while you're in high school. Like if you have questions about something, or if you're confused, you can either raise your hand in class and ask the question, because one question that like you might have, like someone else might have. So it's kind of like knocking out two birds with one stone type thing. But if you don't want to raise your hand in class, you can also email them. Now, a lot of teachers don't be answering emails, so if you got a teacher that don't answer emails, you might just have to go up to them. Yeah, you might just have to go up to them like yourself. But yeah, another point is protect your peace. Like I've spoken this a little bit like previously, but like protect your peace and protect your time. Like not everybody is gonna be worth your time, and not everybody's gonna be worth your peace. Because like I said earlier, you only have you at the end of the day. You gotta make sure that you take care of yourself at the end of the day. So like, don't waste all of your time or energy trying to fix anyone, because at the end of the day, it's about intentions. If that person wants to change for the better, they'll change for the better. If they don't want to change for the better, then stop chasing it. Like, redirect your energy into somewhere else that like does deserve your energy, or stuff like that. I know that I'm like sounding like the typical like don't do this and don't do that, and like just positive go lucky, but the more you mature and grow up, you'll realize that like the things that you hear like adults say all the time is actually helpful, and like they actually be knowing what they be talking about. So yeah, let's see, what's another point? Oh, this also kind of goes along with like the whole like friends thing. Don't be trying to have a big group of friends, because I'm gonna tell you this: a lot of big friend groups they don't last in high school, and if they quote unquote do, I'm gonna be real and honest. That friend group is most likely fake. There's probably a couple people in that friend group that secretly on the download don't mess with, like certain people more than the other people. And there like in that friend group, there might even be people that they have their own group chat. Like outside of like the one main group chat. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that now. Big friend groups, they generally don't really last in high school. They definitely fall out. No matter how hard you try, you're most likely going to, still have that good solid one or two people from that friend group rocking with you towards the end. I mean, if the big friend group does last, congrats to y'all. I'm just saying, it's very, very unlikely. I keep losing the braid I was working. But yeah, I'm just saying it's very unlikely for big friend groups to last. Yeah. Let's see. Also, don't really try to compare yourself to like other people, and what I really mean by that is your timeline. Like, don't feel pressured by the classes that your friends might be taking. Like, let's say your friend is in all honors classes, but you don't take any honors classes. That doesn't deteriorate who you are as a person and your value. It At the end of the day, as long as you know that you put your best foot forward, as long as you know that you put your best foot forward, that's all that matters. It's not a race. The goal is to graduate, but it's not a race of, oh well, I feel like I'm falling behind because I'm not in any advanced classes. You don't have to be in advanced classes. to graduate. You just have to have good discipline and have good grades and make sure you're not caught up in the wrong things. So yeah, like, don't compare yourself to other people's timeline, or don't compare yourself to like how advanced or unadvanced you are compared to the rest of the people, because at the end of the day, all that's going to do is just kill your happiness and kill your joy. So yeah, and that's even something that I low-key kind of struggle with. Like, sometimes I find myself comparing my success to my friend's success, and I'm just like, there's really no need to, because like, at the end of the day, they might have different goals in life than you, you know? So their path and their goal might be different from yours. So if it's different, of course it's not gonna look the same. You know what I mean? Trying to look at this list. Honestly, like, a lot of the stuff that I wrote down is honestly like repetitive of stuff that I've already like said earlier. And also I feel like I'm going incredibly slow with taking my hair out. So I think this concludes this video. If there's like any other questions that you might have about freshman year, sophomore year, or junior year, hopefully the comments will be working. A lot of times when I post videos, I put the setting for the comments to be on, and then they don't be on. So hopefully the comments are on when I post this video. And if they are, if there's any like more questions that you still have, ask them and I'll answer them. I'll also, down below, I will put my down below will put my Instagram, and if you have questions, I'll answer them there also. Yeah. But I hope you did get something out of this video. I feel like I was repeating myself a lot. And I feel like I didn't give like the strongest tips of advice, but like, I did my best. You know, that's all you can do. All you can do is do your best at the end of the day. So again, if there's like any more questions that like you might have, or any more concerns that you might have, definitely feel free to ask. Also, comment videos that like you guys want to see. Like, honestly, the next YouTube video I'll probably post is my first day of work. Yeah. So yeah, if you have any video ideas, definitely comment them down below. And if you want to see my get dressed with me videos, go over to my TikTok. It's Kaynashell. But also I post those same videos on here. So if you don't have TikTok, or you don't want to go to my TikTok, just look at my shorts. There was something else I was about to say. Oh, also on my TikTok, I don't just post get dressed with me videos. I also post Christian related stuff, like 1 minute of like worship, like singing gospel songs, or I just make Christian like content also. So if you want to see that also, that's also on my TikTok. But thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, comment a black heart, because you know I'm wearing black. Comment a black heart if you made it this far in the video. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click that notification bell. Yeah, this has been Kay's Network. My name is Kayla and I'm signing out. Bye guys.